So, we live?
We are live.
Welcome YouTube world, Paranormal Warehouse.
Okay, we'll get going upstairs. We're gonna head ourselves. I have Sean with me. I have Shane with me. I got a lot of S's with me. And this is me, Chad. I know I got a weird thing in my head. We're gonna go up to the...
You look like a miner.
I know, minor. We're gonna go up to the Civil War building section and head upstairs. And for those viewers, make sure to check out Facebook Live on Paranormal Warehouse to see our other POV camera. So we have two live POV cameras going right now. One with one team with Doug and Mike. And we have also Trent, one of the Madison members. They're heading up to the asylum. We're heading to the Civil War building upstairs. And again, they're streaming live on Facebook Live right now. Just step over, Sean, if we can. I don't want to mess the camera up. And they're streaming live on Facebook. And we also have a DVR going right now, so you can actually see us in this hallway right now as well. So we're going to start off upstairs in the Civil War building and see what happens. We have a few devices with us. We have our millimeter, which will help determine EMF levels and temperature. We have our SP7 spirit box. And we have this Paranology's Periscope 360. And we also have our digital recorders and so forth. So what we're going to do is, I think what we're going to do is just get a base reading real quick so you guys can see the temperature and EMF levels of this hallway area. And then we'll set up some gadgets so you can see any kind of fluctuations. We'll try our best to be interactive with you. Sometimes you get lots of comments and it can be kind of crazy. So we'll take you around and get a base reading while they get set up with some of their other gadgets. If you want to say a periscope up somewhere, and we'll do a couple things. Where do you want to put it? You can put it in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, I mean, it's better if we can, like, watch it.
Yeah, exactly. We have even the live stream camera there. So,
It's kind of like a detector.
as you can see, it's roughly 34, 35 degrees, give or take. Zero EMF, at least in this area we're at. Now, in our times being here, you don't really get that many levels of high EMF. So any kind of fluctuations that are pretty extreme are pretty significant here. This is just one of the rooms they've redone, bring it back to time, old wheelchair.
Yeah, so it's kind of like one of these.
What they've done in this Civil War building is they brought a lot of different pieces in here to kind of refill the building and give it that old-time feel how it was back in the day. This is actually the first original part of the whole building. And make sure to go to Madison Seminary's Facebook page, and yeah, we'll get some feedback, so I gotta keep a little distance from the K2. The cellular data can cause that fluctuation. If you want to get more information about Madison Seminary, you can go to their Facebook page and find out that information. So what we'll do is we're just going to set up a few items, maybe do some spirit sessions, and maybe a EVP session. What I'm going to try and do, since this is interesting, is we have Periscope 360. It reads EMF static, I believe static more than anything. And anything that comes in projection of that, it's 360. As you can see, it goes all the way around. And any kind of fluctuation, it'll actually pick it up and sense it on what side it's at. And sometimes you can see it follow itself around. So what we'll have is we have our millimeter set up by us, so hopefully we can get some double readings as well. So I'm going to step back just so I don't interfere with anything. And maybe we'll just start asking some questions and going from there. I might just try and set this up to where I can hold it.
So we also have the pyramid, but if, like, we need to stick it someplace and then, like, stay away from it because it'll go off every time.
Oh,
Like,
if you want to sit at the end, we can probably sit right there and face it that way. I don't know, it's up to you. Sorry if I blind you.
It's really annoying when it starts going off.
All right, you got the digital recorder?
I do.
All right, maybe we'll do some EMF or some EVPs here before we bust out the... And he's also got another device down there. Now, Shane, can you kind of describe what that device does, as best you can, as much as I don't blind you?
It picks up, well, it has, like, infrared light that it can help, like, track. and then, so if anything goes past it, it lights up on like which side it's on.
Oh, okay.
So it's great if you, for like a hallway, or if you're sitting in a room, you can put it outside the room, because it'll go off anytime
Sure.
we move. But then if you like say like, hey, come in the room, it can let you know like.
Absolutely. Okay. Awesome.
It's great to use with like the SLS,
Sure.
because if you can get that to go off and then start tracking.
I heard you could also play Simon Says on that thing too.
Now, for those who question what an SLS camera is basically a mapping camera to help identify anything figure-wise that might be in front of you that you can't see with your physical eye. It's similar to what you'd have for like the Kinect. It basically maps you out. If you stood in front of it, you look like a skeleton with stick figures. So if you're not in front of it and you're getting a stick figure, then the theory is you're actually projecting a spirit in front of yourself.
So now it's
That is
blue.
like,
It's now just like
that's
chilling.
stationary.
Yes.
Now, I'd say maybe back up against the wall so we still get the stream as well. Because people are watching
Yeah.
so we're trying to stay against the wall as much as we can.
No, it's probably because we moved. I don't know.
Oh,
That's what I was saying. Like it's
Yeah,
sensitive.
it's so
like,
so
yeah.
sensitive.
you have your recorder?
Is it because
It's because we're moving, yeah.
Is it because it's a shadow?
Like it picks up
Any movement.
literally everything,
Wow.
which is useful, but also.
You,
when
you know
you're-
what that's good for is like if no one's here. Like if it's
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? We just leave the room
All right.
right now.
We'll do a couple of recordings here. So we're upstairs in the Civil War building with Shane, Chad, and Sean. We want to make an announcement that we're here to interact with you. We mean no disrespect. We just want to know your story and who you are, and we'll hear that in the recording, so mark that as well. So if you want to tell us your name, what your purpose is here, that would be fantastic. What is the purpose? What was the purpose of this building?
Turn it off.
Now, also, what year is it to you right now? Can you see us? And we'll end that, play back and see if we capture anything.
Go Colonel Simon Says.
I would say that'd be great down at the end of a hall if you were like in another section.
I would say that that's perfect for when there's nobody here and it's just recording like alone.
And you guys, if you have questions, we'll try our best to answer them. There should be sound. I don't know what's going on.
What's it say?
Are we talking about the live stream with the DVR? Because there is no sound with that one. The POV camera, there should be sound. So we're upstairs in the Civil War building with Shane, Chad, and Sean. We want to make an announcement that we're here to interact with you. We mean no disrespect. We just want to know your story and who you are. And we'll hear that in the recording, so mark that as well. So if you want to tell us your name, what your purpose is here, that would be fantastic. What is the purpose? What was the purpose of this building? Now, also, what year is it to you right now? Can you see us? We'll end that. Yeah, nothing on that particular recording. Sorry for beeping, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll kind of just move our way down the hallway a little bit. Show you some of these rooms, maybe do a recording. We'll leave our devices in the hallway for now. Actually, what I want to do is I am going to turn on the REM portion of this millimeter. All right, so we do have an antenna here on the millimeter. If anything comes within reason of this and breaks this energy field, it will light up and go off. So it puts out its own field, so anything that breaks that field will cause it to go off. So there's devices down here you can play with. They're not gonna hurt you. You just walk up to them, they'll light up and sense your presence. So we're gonna walk down here. You feel free to walk right up to it, all right? Still streaming. We have a few rooms. We can go in the room. We want to go in this one? What the heck? Go into one of our rooms. Like I said, they did a lot of bringing in furniture. Do you have your? We'll do SB7. Yeah, we'll get her. It's hard to see sometimes.
Yeah, this. I'm kind of old. I can't see those.
There we go.
It's like you need a magnifying glass to read that.
There we go.
There's the volume.
Can't see. There we go.
It's up as high as it goes.
I have my speaker in my bag. Can you see it?
Oh, you can hook up the speaker to it.
Yeah.
It's not too
Or
loud.
do you, I mean,
Well. That's an AM. Or do you want to do
That's
that?
FM.
Can you go faster?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Why is my sweet boy not moving? There we go.
You want to go lower? 100. There you go.
There we go.
I said, did anyone hear that sound?
What's that?
The last comment was, did anyone hear that sound?
Oh, no, I did not. But we'll be reviewing all these videos. So you see something that we don't comment on it, we actually will review these videos and see what you guys captured. All right, so we're going to stream here. And hopefully, this produces a white noise. Makes it easier for you to speak to us through. So go ahead and you can speak to us through this device. We're here to listen to you.
What is your name?
Can you say hello? There's a different one there. Male voice. I couldn't pick it up though. Is there somebody upstairs with us here in this building?
Can you use that? I just want to see everything on the live. Because it only...
If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. We'll try our best to see them and ask for you. And if you do see breath, it's not a ghostly figure, it's our breath. It is a little chilly in here. Whoa, just said my name.
Really?
Yeah, I said Chad. I don't know if anybody heard that, but I heard my name. Can you say my name again? I never hear my name. Sorry, I don't mean to flash in your eyes. Can you say one of our people here's names? Can you either say Shane or Sean? It's be hard to probably differentiate. This is just giving you an aspect of way to come in and talk to us. This white noise, it's like a microphone for you. We're going to spend a little while in this building. We're going to work our way around to the other building as well. I'm going to turn this device off in a 5-second count, so you better make yourself known on here before we turn it off. Just say hello. 5, 4. How old are you? 3.
If someone's here, say pickle.
It just said pickle.
I heard something.
It said pickle. Okay. That's good. That's good. By you saying pickle, that lets us verify that that was you, because that's a very unusual thing to be said over this device. So if you could say that, tell us what our names are again, please. Can you say Chad? Can you say Shane? Or can you say Sean?
Slow down just a little bit, like 150.
Okay, you got a 5-second count before I turn this on, because I doubt the people who are with us who can't see are probably tired of hearing this noise. This is just an opportunity for you to speak through. Tell us anything. Hi, our names, who you are, whether you're male, female, adult, child.
Give me time to breathe, Chad.
I'm just throwing options out there. You got 5.
Who are you? Tell
you got,
us now.
You can't handle the truth. You got 5 seconds. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Let's do a PvP session. Let's go to another
Yeah,
room and do
we'll go
like
EVP.
An EVP. That's what
Isn't too much games? Is your recorder? Or is it?
That's what we need.
I brought the obelisk up too.
Oh, did you? Oh, great.
Um,
That's a great device.
Oh,
but it's well, I didn't want to.
It's just what it's doing. We get close to the IR, it's clicking on and off.
Is that the one that whatchamacallit has? Joe? Is that what that does? What's that do?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So it's like a spirit box, except it doesn't have all the white noise, so you can interact with it and it
I love that.
produces words.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
let's use that.
Absolutely, you can turn it on.
So it's gonna be real chatty
Sure.
at first.
It kind of, yeah, it's calibrated, 'cause we actually have
Yeah.
a device called a talker downstairs. It's a very, it's like the first original Obvious, but it was like created by Bill Chappell, but it was the very first version, and they've advanced it from there, where it has a built-in vocabulary based off of speech, the basis of the speech, and they basically use that to communicate and put words together. That's where we had the device that's put a whole sentence together. It says, we ask where you are, and it says, I'm right here with you. Remember that, Kingsville?
Yes.
Why don't we get to one of these rooms and see?
Yeah. We'll spend a few minutes here, then we'll kind of go to the next level below us. See the temperature, we are sitting steady, about 34, almost 35 degrees. 0 EMF. I hope you guys are enjoying the Facebook live stream as well. Make sure and subscribe here to the Paranormal Warehouse YouTube channel, and make sure and go over and vote on the voting tab about, or the voting post about the upcoming live stream individual, which you can vote on in the location. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. So you have a obvious. What I think would be interesting is to see what it comes out and says, but also do an EVP session at the same time.
Yeah.
I apologize if I keep flashing you guys in the head with the light. It's not too bright on you, is it, Sean?
No, as long as I don't look at the light.
All right.
Don't go into the light.
So let me just show them kind of what this looks like. See, as you can see, it's basically just throwing up words, and basically it's generating, and hopefully it makes sense for what we're asking.
Yeah, and so like usually when you first turn it on, it produces like 3, 4, or 5 words. So everything you just saw is kind of pointless right now.
Right. So it just puts up words here in text.
Yeah. So but like once we start asking questions, like.
So it doesn't actually.
If you
say
guys
it,
can
but-
comment for me, is that too dark? Is that too
it's
dark?
Pretty quiet. I don't have the speaker.
Can you guys still see probably fine, or is that too dark? Great, we have a comment on that, so we can find out. Is that too dark, guys? Or was it better before? Because right now, we unfortunately are only down to one night vision point of view camera, and we're having to stream through a cell phone right now because we're still having an issue with the other one. It's a little dark, thank you. We'll go back where we were. Thank you, thank you. All right, so you got the recorder showing. Just hit record, and we'll start asking questions and see what we get between both of them. Is that pretty much ready to go?
Yeah, no, it's
Perfect.
yeah, it's on and ready and waiting.
Thank you guys for your interaction. We appreciate that.
All right.
Hope you're enjoying. All right. Is there anybody that's going to come in and sit down on this couch with us and have a little conversation? We're excited to find out who you are, where you're from, and why you came here. We got two devices. We have a recorder that can hear your voice. We have another device here that can basically you can manipulate to put out words that may make sense to us based off of what's going on around us. Are you a male or female? Are you a child or an adult? Can you tell us your name? If you guys have questions, feel free to throw them out there.
Are you alone here?
All right, hit the stop button. We're going to keep doing little symbol bursts. Anything come across that seemed relevant?
Yeah, it hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, I'll hit play, put it by that microphone.
What's on, Joey?
All right. Is anybody going to come in and sit down on this couch with us and have a little conversation? We're excited to find out who you are, where you're from, and why you came here. We got two devices. We have a recorder that can hear your voice. We have another device here that can basically you can manipulate to put out words that may make sense to us based off of what's going on around us. Are you a male or female? Are you a child or an adult? Can you tell us your name? If you guys have questions, feel free to throw them out there.
Are you alone here?
Sound like there was no. It sounded like there was a little mumble back there a second ago. After you said, "Oh, you're alone there."
here?
There was a whisper right there. Hold on. If you see if you guys can hear it, it's like after you say alone here. Let me go back. There's like a whisper behind it.
Are you alone here?
Very, very faint.
Yeah, you need like headphones.
Are you alone here?
It was right there. It's very, very faint. I doubt they can even hear it on there. We'll rewind it, put up the mic. After you hear, are you alone here, you hear mumbling.
Are you alone here?
Yeah, very hard to hear. It was very, very faint. Very, very faint. And sometimes we can't hear them really fully until we actually go back and put them under headphones. So chances are it probably didn't pick up well for you guys to hear. But we'll review that with headphones and see what we capture, if anything at all. You just never know. It could just been the static of the wind blowing through. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens, though. What do you say? You want to
You want to head down?
head down to the next level and then work our way over the other building? Because we also have the first two floors of that other building.
Okay.
So we're going to head over. I'm going to hand that to you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Grab our gadgets.
Temperature hasn't really changed. We're still a little chilly. Well, thank you, Richard. But we'll have to actually connect it up. It'd probably be really hard to hear it even with your headphones connected to the stream. We'll actually have a direct headphone into the recorder.
Trying to think.
In SB7?
Yeah, where's the SB7?
Maybe I don't know if it's in my pocket over there. It might be in my pocket. I don't know. Here, hold on a second. I think it might be in my pocket. It is.
All right, we got it.
Here you go.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna keep this in front of me so you guys can always see the temperature.
Which?
You can always see the temperature, and you can always see the EMF as well. So You guys can be my eyes because I'm paying attention to the stairs. I don't want to fall on my ass. And we're at the first floor of the Civil War building. Like I said, this is the first original building. It used to be part of this, used to be school teaching, a schoolhouse. Oh, we got a big fluctuation right here, 1.1. Oh, I didn't get the camera in time. Did you see it? I don't know if it was the...
Might be the exit sign.
There's just like a lot right there.
Yeah, see, it's not really making a difference. Huh, no? I don't know why I hit a 1.1 right here. There was no particular reason. I'm trying to see if I can recreate it, but I'm not. I didn't get anything from those. I'm just trying to document at the same time without... Probably not going to come across the screen very good.
So what, has it been changing as it gets close to your phone?
That will. Yeah, that's an example. We get to cellular data, so you got to keep it far away as possible. It might have been that. We're just going to throw it. It was a cell phone, so we're just going to throw it to the stream data going through. Now, like I was saying, a lot of this used to be an old schoolhouse where they taught. There's some old desks that were set up, and I'll show you. This was what this was called over the years. All the names of this building.
Chat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll come back over here.
You want to tell the story?
I want to tell a story.
You tell the story.
Yeah. So, I was here doing a flashlight tour that Adam Kimmel has every weekend here. And we were taking a bunch of kids through here. And we were in this room talking about this room over here. And I was just standing here, and I looked over, and that door right here just opened up.
Hard.
Yeah, and this door is like...
As you can see,
it has a latch.
it has a push latch. So something has to actually push this latch to make it even open. I'm not doing it because I don't know if there's a security hookup to it. But that door actually unlatched all the way and opened up. And
Slowly opened up. And the one girl was like, she just points. She's like, oh my gosh.
Yes, it was even more interesting is the fact that we had the helpers. And by the way, they do ghost hunts and flashlight tours here at Madison Seminary. They have one coming up here very soon, so make sure and check out their Facebook page for those dates. It's very cheap and an awesome time, usually about an hour tour. But like I was saying, it was interesting because at the same time, on the other side door, down the steps in the driveway, was one of the MAD crew members just sitting there watching the property, make sure things were going okay, no one was getting lost. And he was 50 feet from the building, and he turned around, heard the door creaking, and actually watched it open up from the outside as well.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to
Yeah.
see it, actually.
Yeah, so maybe we could do a session here. We want to do a spirit box session or an
You wanna go
EVP.
in this room, or
We could just do it right here. We'll split
we
the
can also
rooms.
talk about this room here where people put what they
Oh,
found.
yes, that's true. I forgot about it. Thank you, Sean. These are just some of, it's going to be hard to read because I got the shadows, but just some of the different things that people have actually had happen in the facility. Her little girl giggle in Sarah's room, shadows, hallway in the building, being a male figure seen. There's a lot of great stories, but they actually have a whole book of them. I mean, it's been going on for years. So, yeah.
Kind of like a journal of
Yeah.
the place.
I just
Maybe went back to 2011.
As you
That's
see,
when it was torn off.
old desks. They've had set up, but maybe we can just do it right here. See if maybe have kids or something that will talk to us. This was an old. You know what's really you'll find this interesting. People who are watching might find this interesting. There, I think he was only 17. He was the principal, but he was also principal, 17 years old of this place.
Yeah.
And he went on, he was in college, and he was in law school only at 17 or 18 years old. And he finished his degree up within a short period of time, which is unheard of for that age to be teaching.
His last name was Hauser, right? Doogie?
Doogie? No. And you can, talk about it.
I know.
And of all people who could talk about having to go and study for law, it would be you. It's an intense thing. So, well, what we'll do is we'll set up maybe you want to do an EVP session or a spirit box session? What do you prefer? Okay, that's good. Let's keep in mind that we do have this window behind us.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I'll give it to you guys to talk.
Hello, my name is Sean, and just want to introduce myself. I was hoping maybe you could introduce yourself. What is your name?
Did you go to school here?
That is a train in the background.
Yeah, there's a train. And here's some wind probably too, that might pick up. Sometimes EVPs happen a lot better too when you're just having conversations. Just talking, because it just kind of butts itself in. It might not want to talk, but then we ignore it and it wants to butt itself in. But I don't know, if, we talked a little about there's a water tower over here. If you're aware, but there actually is a cemetery right there. A lot of the different people who have passed away here are buried there. I'll have to look at the history because I can't remember the woman's name. I feel really bad because I can't remember her name, but she was actually a woman spy for Abraham Lincoln, and she died on this facility.
Her last name was Stiles.
I think it was Stiles. I cannot think of her first name. It's killing me. It is Stiles, but I can't. It's not Julia because that's. I think it's Elizabeth. I think it's Elizabeth. Elizabeth Stiles.
You're right.
Yeah. Oh, hey, thank you, moderator. I appreciate that. Yep, Elizabeth, and she was actually Abraham Lincoln's spy. She was hired after she was. Actually, her husband was killed, and they lived in Missouri. And her children escaped and came here. And she helped Abraham Lincoln spy during the Civil War. So, very interesting stuff. Let's play it back and see if you got anything.
All right. Hello, my name is Sean, and just want to introduce myself. I was hoping maybe you could introduce yourself. What is your name? Did you go to school here? That is a train in the background. It's a train.
Nope. Oh, did you?
That was the wind.
No. There was a woman voice. Like, oh, Did you hear
The
it?
wind was blowing there.
But that was before. That's what I'm kind of curious. Let's just play it back a little bit and listen, because you'll be able to tell a tone between
There's
wind.
something there, but like,
TVPs have a lot better too when you're just having conversations. Just talking, because it just kind of butts itself in. We don't want to talk, but then we ignore it and it wants to butt itself in. But I don't know. We talked a little about there's a water tower over here.
Yeah, I think it's further.
If you're aware, it actually is a.
I didn't see the time.
A lot better too when you're just having conversations.
Keep going.
That is a train in the background.
So right before the wind.
Sometimes EVPs
Ah, I couldn't.
I definitely heard the wind.
I heard the wind, yeah, but this was
But it was
different.
right before.
It had like a woman tone to it. I just want to go back and try and find it so you guys can hear it.
Right back before that.
Yeah.
No more.
You can hear the wind plain as day. You could even recognize it. It's like,
Yeah.
Did you go to school here? That is a train in the background. Yeah, there's a train. There's the wind probably too. That might pick up.
I might have to go back because I must be missing it.
EVPs have a lot better too when you're just having a conversation.
Why don't you just keep playing it?
Yeah, I fast forwarded it.
Cemetery right there. Yeah. A lot of the different people who passed away here are buried there. I don't look at history because I can't remember the woman's name. I feel really bad because I can't remember her name, but she was actually a woman spy for Abraham Lincoln, and she died on this. Remember her last name was Stiles. I think it was Stiles. I cannot think of her first name. It's killing me. It is Stiles. I can't. It's not Julia because that's. I think it's Elizabeth. Elizabeth Stiles. I think you're right. Yeah. Oh, man, thank you, moderator. I appreciate that. Yeah, Elizabeth. And she was actually Abraham Lincoln's spy. She was hired after her husband was killed, and they lived in Missouri. And her children escaped and came here. And she helped Abraham Lincoln spy during the Civil War. So, very interesting stuff. Let's play back and see.
All right, nothing on that one. So we'll see how the night progresses. Sometimes they start off slow and aren't very talkative, but the night is still young. So
We got some activity.
here, we'll hold that real quick. We'll check to see. It might be some wiring because if it's solid like that in one spot, yeah. See, there's probably wires behind that wall. Because if it's different if it stays in one spot solid, but if it's.
I don't get enough time. It's weird.
Yeah, it might be something around there. I can't know what's on the other side of the wall. I mean, it could be some wires. We gotta pay real close attention.
I'm just wondering if through with the cell phone that.
You got to stay within a
it's
distance.
bringing-
Yep, you got.
There's an outlet.
Yeah, figured so. Right behind it.
Is there really?
Yep, there's an outlet. So that's what that is.
No, that's good. We need to get that.
All right. Well, let's kind of mosey the other size. We're about almost 40 minutes in here. We'll kind of mosey the air building.
Or we go down to the basement.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you. I forgot about that. Just watch your steps. We'll have the basement of the Civil War building. Now, a fun story. During a actual flashlight tour that we were helping put on here, as the last group went out, and we were doing a tour of this basement, and I was standing at the edge of these steps right here, and I happened to be looking up down this hallway, and I saw someone walk around the corner there and peek around the corner, and it kind of just shot back to the left. I thought somebody was lost from their group, so I went this way to try and find them, and I was met by another MAD crew member walking out, and I asked her if anybody else was out other than us, and she said no. We walked down this hallway around the corner back there, which you guys will see in a future stream. When we walked through, there was no one around, no one could be found, everyone was accounted for, but I saw this figure, look like a rare person, is standing right there with a black hat, a whole black outfit, and just peeked around the corner at me and walked back down the ramp there. So it was an interesting experience. It was actually verified by the other person who had the exact same experience when he was here. And we didn't know our stories until we spoke. So it was very interesting that we could be able to verify each other's stories. But we're gonna head down to the basement of the old Civil War building, which they did use for classrooms.
Are we getting back?
I'm reconnecting. Okay, we're back, guys. We're back. We cannot go down there. Bad reception, so I apologize. Too thick of walls and too much underground. So sometimes it happens when you're live streaming. So we'll move on over here and work on this bottom area. This used to be the kitchen and dining area of the Ohio Cottage, which was built right next to it. As you can see, here's a, let me turn my light away so I can't, you can see kind of an idea. This was the Civil War building we're just in, and then we have the Ohio College, which is also Madison, whole thing Madison Seminary, and it is located, there's a, who's that? I think it's probably the wind. But this,
They said that the wind, it blows.
yeah,
Supposed to
plastic.
get a big windstorm
So this
tonight,
is
tomorrow.
cafeteria area. There are a lot of things that happen, they say, around this area. This is the old kitchen. Not much to dive into here, just things are just stacked here for storage right now. This is the old kitchen. If there's somebody here with us, please, can you make a noise, knock on something for us? Nope.
Could you drip on me, please? The K2 meter picks up signals, so unfortunately, there's probably a lot of wiring in here. So
Yeah, you can see it going nuts. All right, we're not gonna spend too much time here because I want to make sure we get to the old holding cell. So we're gonna move down here and we'll at least get you on the first floor and second floor of the larger building. Now, one time the local police, they were located in this building, they used this area as well. Now, I can inform you, this room right here we're about to walk into, that there is a man that's been known to be not very happy with people walking into, he's kind of deemed this his area, and sometimes he can make himself very known in a not so nice way, but he makes himself known. A man with like a deep voice, more of a darker shadow. So we'll go into his area and see if he'll interact with us. Excuse me. What's amazing, if you guys think about these old brick and old stone from the building, and the theories of energies being absorbed by water and different types of stone, chances are this is a limestone. You can even see the sparkling of it. So energies can absorb and in the right conditions be released, causing a lot of residual haunts or feeding of intelligent. But this might be a good spot for your bucks, and also maybe an EVP session here possibly.
I'm just gonna do the Blair Witch.
The Blair Witch. So hopefully everyone can see okay. Hopefully it's not too dark. We're trying our best with what we got right now. Sometimes you gotta wing it when you're live. And we appreciate all the comments. Like I said, we might not see all your comments, but we'll try our best to answer them as we go. There's a lot of things going on to try and pay attention to all the comments. But we are still at a level 0.0 EMF, and we also have a 36-degree temperature. So we've got this set up. We also do have the REM still intact, ready to go.
36 degrees, that's balmy.
Balmy 36. All right. So this is very quiet, very good here. This might be a good area for the EVP session. We're not really getting too much wind. And this is pretty known to have that man.
Do you wanna do, EVP?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead. Hello. I heard there's an angry old man in here. You want to make yourself known? My name is Sean. This is my friend Shane. And the guy over there, minor,
Yeah.
49er. That's Chad.
Team at SSC. These guys are so old, there's Social Security coming soon. Yeah, that was quick and witty, I know. Well, we're in your area. I'm informed that you do not like people being in here. I would like to know why you don't like us in here. Why are you so pushy? Oh, walking, sorry. Got a little bit of wind, a little bit of wind in the plastic. Did you claim this area? Was it like a room of yours, or is this where you hide out from everybody when they're here? And is that why you're so pushy about getting people out of here? Because you want to be left alone? If you're in here, just make a noise for us. Make a loud knock that we can hear. Something like this, just like on this wood. Oh, I heard something in the hallway. I heard a noise. It could have been the wind, I can't guarantee that, but I heard like a scuffling.
What is your name?
Walking. See, this right here, floor is uneven, so it causes that to shake. The cement is a little loose right here, so you step on it.
Crazy.
It's cement, but it shakes.
Yeah.
All right, let's play it back. We don't want that too long for these sessions.
Hello. I heard there's an angry old man in here. You want to make yourself known? My name is Sean. This is my friend Shane. The guy over there, the minor, 49er. That's Chad. Team at SSC. These guys are so old, it's so scary. Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I didn't pick up. I was hoping to pick up the scuffle I heard.
See it?
Excuse me. Anybody know what time it is?
9:20.
All right, we're gonna have to start heading back.
Okay. We're gonna switch?
Yeah, we'll switch in here. We're also gonna check real quick on the status of the voting. We're gonna do our individual, that person, whoever hopefully get the votes in, we'll do that live self-investigation for half hour. And then go upstairs and check out the asylum. And those are 2 floors. So we'll be back here on YouTube on the Paranormal Warehouse page in minutes, and check Facebook Live for the results of the voting and see who is going to go by themselves for the live stream.